In 1949, China officially declared Taiwan as an integral part of its territory.
Urged China
A mock air blockade of Taiwan.
A Chinese aircraft.
The mounting tensions between China and Taiwan.
China is lashing out.
China's military said today
Chinese fighter jets and warships.
Taiwan that China will attack it someday.
If China were ever to take over Taiwan, it would be an incredibly concerning event for the whole world. It's hard to imagine how much it would impact everything. For China, it might be a moment of celebration. This move would give them tremendous power by controlling vital semiconductor manufacturing and crucial trade routes. To really grasp the significance of what would happen if China conquered Taiwan, we need to dig into the histories of both China and Taiwan. It's essential to understand how their past has shaped the current dynamics and potential outcomes. The island of Taiwan came under full Chinese control during the 17th century when the Qing dynasty administered it. However, in 1895, after losing the First Sino-Japanese War, China relinquished Taiwan to Japan. It was only in 1945, after World War II, that China regained control of the island as Japan's colonial rule ended. The post-World War II period was marked by a civil war in mainland China between the nationalist government, led by Chiang Kai-shek, and the Communist Party, led by Mao Zedong. In 1949, the Communists emerged victorious, establishing the People's Republic of China, PRC, in Beijing. Chiang Kai-shek and his nationalist party, known as the Kuomintang, fled to Taiwan, where they continued to govern for several decades. China points to this historical context to assert that Taiwan is an inherent part of its territory, an unincorporated province. However, Taiwan counters this claim, arguing that they were never part of the modern Chinese state that emerged after the 1911 revolution or the PRC established in 1949. Currently, only 13 countries, along with the Vatican, recognize Taiwan as a sovereign country. China exerts considerable diplomatic pressure on other nations not to recognize Taiwan and actively discourages any actions that imply recognition. China has also pursued non-military means, such as economic ties, to potentially bring about reunification with Taiwan. Before delving into the potential ramifications of China taking over Taiwan, let's first paint a picture of what a military confrontation could entail. In the event of a military confrontation, China's armed forces would dwarf Taiwan's, as China is one of the world's top defense spenders. While Taiwan may attempt to resist a Chinese attack and rely on guerrilla tactics, it would likely seek support from the U.S., a longtime arms supplier. The U.S.'s position on defending Taiwan has evolved, with President Biden stating that the U.S. would defend Taiwan militarily if necessary, causing tensions with China. Lately, the USA appears to be showing signs of vulnerability as it dedicates significant time and effort to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Such a situation might embolden China and give them the confidence to consider the option of invading Taiwan. So that brings us to the question: what would be the potential consequences if China were to launch an invasion and successfully capture Taiwan? The obvious consequence of a Chinese takeover of Taiwan would be its control over Taiwan's critical semiconductor manufacturing facilities and the advanced technology left behind by the USA. Taiwan plays a pivotal role in the global electronics industry, powering everyday electronic devices such as phones, laptops, watches, and gaming consoles through its computer chips. The Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, a prominent Taiwanese firm, holds over half of the world's semiconductor market. If Beijing gains control of Taiwan, it would wield considerable influence over one of the world's most crucial industries. The repercussions would be felt worldwide, as the prices of semiconductors would inevitably rise, affecting the cost of living globally. Given the pervasive use of semiconductors in almost everything we rely on nowadays. Furthermore, China's access to these semiconductor technologies might give it a significant technological advantage over the USA. This could lead to China manufacturing superior weapons and potentially elevating it to superpower status, presenting new geopolitical challenges. But there is another reason why Taiwan is so important for the world. Recently, the UK's Foreign Secretary James Cleverly made some striking remarks about the implications of such an invasion. In a set-piece speech on Britain's relations with Beijing, Foreign Secretary James Cleverly emphasized the severe consequences of a Chinese invasion of Taiwan. He warned that the impact on the global economy would be catastrophic and unparalleled. James Cleverly stressed that Taiwan is a crucial hub for world trade, with about half of the world's container ships passing through the Taiwan Strait each year. These ships carry goods bound for Europe and other corners of the globe. The value of world trade that could be affected is estimated to be a staggering $2.6 trillion. James Cleverly stated, "A war across the strait would not only be a human tragedy, it would destroy world trade worth $2.6 trillion. No country would be able to shield itself from these repercussions. Distance would offer no protection from this catastrophic blow to the global economy." The global economy is intricately connected, and any major disruption can have widespread repercussions. Cleverly's warning highlights the importance of maintaining stability in the region, too. If China were to successfully invade Taiwan, it could potentially have significant implications for the global balance of power. The defeat of Taiwan might be interpreted by some as a sign of weakness on the part of the USA, potentially eroding its status as the sole superpower. Consequently, China could rise as a major superpower in the world. However, it's important to note that predicting geopolitical outcomes is complex and uncertain. The world's dynamics are influenced by various factors, and the consequences of such an event would depend on the reactions and actions of other nations and international players. In conclusion, the potential invasion of Taiwan by China has far-reaching consequences that extend beyond regional boundaries. The global economy and world trade would undoubtedly suffer a severe blow. Thank you for joining us today on this important topic. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.